XRP will replace the dollar soon. Yes, you heard it right, XRP to become the world's next most used cryptocurrency. And if this happens, we will be buying things and paying taxes using XRP. Isn't it interesting? What will be the future value of XRP? Does it have the potential to do so? Watch the video till the end to know about this in detail. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more valuable content. Cryptocurrency purists despise this active management of the XRP supply. Bitcoin's decentralized currency control is a key tenet of its philosophy, which allows individuals to create new coins. Ripple's centralized control of the XRP supply is in direct conflict with this principle. This fundamental difference cannot be reconciled. Unlike other cryptocurrencies, XRP is designed for financial institutions and payment services. Financial institutions can transfer money using XRP without needing to pre-fund accounts in other countries or pay hefty foreign exchange fees. Most financial institutions use SWIFT for international money transfers, and Ripple has positioned itself as a rival to SWIFT. For cross-border transactions, it offers RIPPLENET, a global payments network. XRP can be used for money transfers by financial institutions that use RIPPLENET. In more than 40 countries, Ripple has been adopted by dozens of financial services companies. It's no longer a barrier to Ripple's expansion that the ongoing lawsuit is preventing it from expanding. There will be a time when the token is affected, but it won't last long. Ripple Labs should be able to win this lawsuit shortly. Former U.S. Treasurer Rios will join Ripple's board of directors, and KRISTINA Campbell, a former executive at fintech firms Green Dot and PayNearMe, will serve as its chief financial officer, the company announced. As part of his career, Rios has worked to promote financial inclusion and empowerment, which entails bringing new and innovative solutions to state processes. Payments worldwide can be facilitated using Ripple, one of the best examples of how cryptocurrency can be used in a substantive and legitimate role. Rosie's experience in both the public and private sectors provides Ripple with a valuable perspective, Garlinghouse said in a statement. The U.S. government owes more than $22 trillion in public debt, according to the latest figures. To make matters worse, as the government continues spending, tax revenues are falling. According to NPR, the U.S. is expected to rack up annual deficits and incur national debt at rates not seen since the 1940s, despite being in the second longest economic expansion since the post-World War II boom. As the Congressional Budget Office noted in its Budget and Economic Outlook 2019 to 2029, the only other time the average deficit was so large over such a long period was after the 2007 to 2009 recession. By 2029, the CBO estimates that the nation's debt will total $28.7 trillion. This is in addition to the $5.5 trillion in intragovernmental debt that the government currently owes itself. Governments and institutions hold significant amounts of reserve currencies. All aspects of the global economy use the reserve currency. Since they do not need to exchange their currency, people who live in a country that issues a reserve currency can buy imports and borrow across borders more cheaply than people who live in other nations. Perfectly positioned to serve as a world reserve currency, XRP is poised to become one. When held in large quantities, it can be used for foreign exchange reserves, international transactions, and investments, as well as a variety of other purposes throughout a global economy. Does this mean that it was designed to be used by everyone on the planet and to serve as a world reserve currency? Yes and yes again. Let's take a look at XRP's scalability. A total of 100 billion XRP were created at the time of its inception. It is deflationary because it can never be created again. The value of 100 billion XRP would be $1 quadrillion, even if some of them were burned or lost. $244 trillion in global debt and $88 trillion in global GDP can easily be accounted for with this. XRP is highly liquid by nature, with quick transaction and settlement times. As a bonus, it is also relatively inexpensive to operate. While XRP will not devalue fiat currency, it will solve the debt crisis. To avoid price increases on retail exchanges, the U.S. government and other governments could buy XRP at very low OTC rates, which would not affect retail exchange prices. Similarly, major financial institutions could stock up on XRP at extremely attractive prices. XRP will serve as a reserve currency once all systems, policies, and agreements are in place. XRP's price rises rapidly as a result of its utility and demand. Therefore, the governments could settle their debts using XRP, which wouldn't devalue their fiat because they wouldn't be printing any new dollars or other fiat currencies. Why the US government, the IMF, and the World Bank are so positive about Ripple Labs, XRapid, and XRP are explained by this. Also, it would explain why the SEC and other federal agencies have not yet commented on XRP's status as a security or asset. In addition, it would explain why the price of XRP has been very stable at a low price for more than 15 months, despite a constant stream of positive news about partnerships, production deals, and so on. Within the next 24 months, we predict such an announcement, followed by significant and sustained price growth for Ripple over the next decade or more. Ripple says customer demand for its cross-border payments network is still strong and is expected to remain so. A new trend or innovation emerges as the crypto industry grows. Digital currency issued by central banks is one example, CBDC. These central bank assets, unlike traditional cryptos, will be backed by the nation's cash reserves rather than the nation's digital currency. During the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, China has already planned for the launch of the digital yuan to take place. However, the United States has made little progress in creating digital dollars. Different assets have been proposed as the CBDC as a result, including Ripple's XRP. In what way do XRP and the digital dollar relate to one another? A Ripple CEO has predicted that XRP could be an ideal solution for central banks by 2020. Central banks would use it as a bridge asset, according to him. The following is what he said. As a result of Ripple's efforts, there will be an increase in both efficiency and liquidity between XRP and the USD. Brad Garlinghouse has said that despite the ongoing legal battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, now is a crucial time for the United States to establish itself as a leader in the booming crypto industry. For central banks seeking to launch CBDCs, Ripple piloted a private ledger in March of this year. Therefore, it is built for payments. The CBDC private ledger is built on the same blockchain technology that powers the XRP ledger, XRPL. As one of the world's leading cryptos, Ripple XRP is also among the most fascinating. Many traders believe that the biggest selling point of cryptocurrencies is their lack of influence from outside companies, which may make this seem counterproductive to their interests. As a result of this growing consensus among experts, Ripple's future success may be dependent on this. Ripple was recently embroiled in an SEC controversy. Its price, however, skyrocketed after Ripple gained access to SEC's internal documents, and it even crossed the $1 price mark. Last year, wallet investors analysts predicted that XRP's price would reach $0.6 by the end of 2021, and they were right. It has, however, already surpassed the $1 mark and is continuing to grow in value. With the recent partnerships and institutional support, Ripple's price outlook will be positively impacted. Predictions indicate that the price of XRP could rise to as high as $1.90 or fall back to the 60 cents price level. As per recent XRP price predictions and its price movement, it might mark a tremendous improvement by the end of the year, unlike other major coins, and cross its previous all-time high price of $3.84, unlike other major coins such as Ethereum and Bitcoin. The price of Ripple XRP could reach $4 in 2023, which would be a new record. During the next 5 years, the price of cryptocurrency may be around $5 in 2024 and $6 in the future. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only, and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. With this, we have come to an end. Thank you for supporting and watching the video till the end. Make sure to push the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments below what are your views on this. If you don't want to miss any further updates, then don't forget to hit the bell icon. See you in the next video.